Hi, Dad. It is Friday, the 14th of November. I just arrived at the cottage. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That is our outdoor temperature. So it's 3 degrees. And I went out to the greenhouse and I started picking some of the cherry tomatoes. And then I thought that I should probably show you what's going on before I pick them all. It's very still here, very, very quiet. It's beautiful. Let me turn the camera around and show you what's going on here. All right, there we go. There's not a breath of wind. It's getting a little bit dark. In here, I still got a little bit of arugula. I don't know if you are really aware of what arugula is. It's like a spicy lettuce. And out here I still have some kale. And then of course I still have stuff in the greenhouse. As soon as I go in, I will turn the fan off because I know you don't much care for the background noise. Funny, it kind of smells like basil in here, but the last time I was in, I pulled the plants in. Oh, I know what it is. All those basil leaves, I was stepping on them. So these cherry tomatoes, they're not doing a great job of ripening on the vine. So I know once I pull them in the house, in a couple of days, they'll ripen. So that's what I pulled out already. There's still quite a bit there. I'm probably going to have to pull in all the tomatoes off of these because it does get kind of chilly in here now. We all know that tomatoes don't much like it below 10 degrees. So my max min thermometer tells me, look at my focus, that the lowest temperature has been, what is that, 3 degrees? And the highest have been, it looks like 18. Since the last time I reset that thermometer. I should probably reset it now too. Come on, it's going slow. Okay, there we go. Oh, would also be interesting to note what the actual temperature is in here. So it's like just a couple degrees right now. 6 degrees, something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna pull in those tomatoes. Still got some peppers. Wonder if I pull them in if they'll ripen. I don't much care for green peppers. I think somebody's been snacking. Wouldn't be all that surprised. Yeah, tomatoes here. Some of them are ripening. Actually, some of them are still flowering. Can't see it in any of the big ones, but like these little tiny tomatoes, you can see those flowers on there. What are those guys doing? It's November. Stop all right already. Oh, I also want to bring my ginger in. I think the timing's good because for people who plant it outside in the summer in warmer places, they say that once it starts to go brown, it's time to dig it up. So I think that's probably a good time. Oh, look at my ginger chunks coming up out of the... Oops, sorry, buddy. Just broke off a little shoot. But this shoot right there just amazes me because that's about as thick as my finger. Actually, the one next to it is pretty thick as well. So tomorrow, I guess I'll harvest all my ginger. I'm going to make ginger stalk syrup. Hopefully that'll be good. And then, of course, I'll probably freeze most of the ginger root because I won't use it all at once. My loofa is still going crazy. Since the last time I was down, that long piece grew. There's 2 loofa there, another big one there. I think there's some in behind there. Yeah, there's a couple in behind there, another one there, a couple over there, and of course that one there. They're still really, really firm. So I guess I will leave those in there. There's a guy on social media who gardens in Ohio, and he says they can take a light frost, so I'll leave them in. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna cut my way through some of these tomatoes and bring them in. I think we'll go down to see what's going on in the bottom of the yard now. Before I go down the yard, Bruce said that the last time he was down, he put the light. Well, I knew that he had already put the light in, but he said that he hooked up the switch for the lights. There we go. Very bright. So this is my gardening shed. Slightly chaotic, but that's what gardening sheds are like, right? Okay. Let's see what's going on. Bruce had left some of the banana trees in the ground. They don't really like the frost, so they're all dying. I'm not surprised. Oh, my little plant's going to bed for the winter. Everything's dying off. Dying off. I meant to cut down that clematis plant, but I didn't. Oh, Bruce mowed all that down. Okay. It's just perennial flowers in there. It's my strawberry bed. Oh, ever-bearing strawberries. I bet you that's frozen. Maybe I'll give it a try. All the leaves are off the grapevines. And these are the thornless blackberries, and they really are thornless. I did get like 3 berries off of that this year. A black currant bush, pink currant bush, raspberries. This is my garlic that is sprouting, which is pretty typical. Planted in the fall and it sprouts. So I know it's making good roots. And it will grow up again in the spring. Here are my beets. Looks like I could probably harvest some of these. Or maybe put a bunch of leaves on them and let them keep growing. I don't know. The water came up quite a bit. Bruce brought the chairs up, put a couple of them in the middle of the garden beds for any time it's nice enough that you want to sit out. It's funny how the waves, when we have a windy day, the waves make this little trench, sort of like the Channel Islands. Oh, I know what that is. This is a beaver stick. Look at that. Lovely cut edge, or I should say bitten edge. Lovely edge there, and perfectly stripped of bark. Beavers were here. Wonder where he took this from. Could have been anywhere along our lake hedge. Nice night on the lake. So here's my onion and garlic bed. We've seen it many, many times. Cucumbers are all dead. Got to pull those trellises out. I had one delicata squash in there that I harvested and I baked and I enjoyed it. So, onions and leeks. This is a leek right here, as a matter of fact. You can tell the difference because the leaves are flat, whereas for onions, they're always round, as I'm sure you are aware. So this was the first year growing leeks. Didn't do very well. And they all went to seed. I don't think I got any leeks out of there, but that's okay. So I did let some dry out and let them go to seed, let them farm seed, let them dry out, and then a couple weeks ago I snapped them off and I brought them in the house. because I wanted to harvest seed. A bunch of them I snapped off and just let them drop on the ground. And I didn't think that they would be viable because they seemed really, really green. But obviously, this is one of those places where the seed heads fell. Too bad I didn't know if that was leeks or onions, because I think I would take them in and try to get them to grow. There's another patch there. But it is nice to know that I have one leek. James grows leeks and he says that they're quite hardy. So I'll leave this one in for a while and it may continue to grow. So this was my final harvest on the last of my cherry tomatoes. I thought that they weren't ripening out there, but obviously some of them are. From my eyes, all I could see was these green ones, but there's lots that are starting to turn. So, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna have to dehydrate them because that's an awful lot to eat if they all turn at once. Okay, now I gotta go and try to warm up because my hands are frozen. So warning, the rest of the content is just my cat. So if you only wanted to see the garden, but you didn't want to see my cat, now would be the time to turn it off. But I'm guessing you probably want to see my cat too, right, Dad? Bonus material. I'm gonna go down and see if I can find the cat in the basement. He followed me down here when I was putting something in the deep freeze. And I heard him chirping a little while ago. He could be anywhere in here. So much junk. Such a little cat. Psst, 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 psst. Where are you hiding? You little beastie? Are you over here? Oh, I hear something. Oh, oh, there he is. Surprise, Mummy! I'm up here. Hi. Do you need help? Probably not. I can't see you because you're in the light. Dust falling. All right, he doesn't need help because he can just jump down on the shelves. That is, if he actually wants to come down. And this is why he's bored at home all the time with me. He needs his jungle gym. And that is my crazy cat. Okay, that's it for tonight. I am gonna go, well, first I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you where he is. There he is up there. Whoa, you almost fell. He's having a right old good time. And I can't do anything until he decides to come down. Okay, now I'm definitely getting out of here. If I want to get him down upstairs, all I have to do is like literally shake out some cat treats and he will come running like crazy. We should try that. All right, here we go. Cat treats. Cat treat, yeah, yeah, yeah. Take him a little bit longer than usual because he's going to have to figure out how to get down from the roof. You still up in that roof? You up in the ceiling still? Yoo-hoo. Oh, there you are. It's Mommy guy. Okay. Can you get down? It's a big jump. Come here, you. Run. Oh, big cat, big boy. All right, you. Let's take these cat treats and get you upstairs. Coming? Oops, shoot, Mommy forgot a light. All right. Cat treat, yeah. But Mommy, I don't want to go back upstairs. Oh, he's getting smart. He knows. Oh! Found one of them. It's a... Beep, 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 beep. Move your tail. Move your tail. There.